Hey everyone, how's it going? Elliot here, welcome to my second channel. I have a box in front of me. This is a parcel from Sendico. It is possibly the smallest parcel that I have ever ordered in terms of size and actually in terms of contents. There is only 4 things in this parcel. I think there's 4, maybe there's 3. There's only less than 4 things in this parcel, and that seems ludicrous to have shipped a parcel with only 4 things in it all the way from Japan. The idea of Sendico is to buy as much stuff as possible and have one parcel and order it all in one box, but I was very excited about this, and you're going to see why in a second. You'll know by the title already, and probably by the thumbnail. Before we go any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to Established Titles for sponsoring this video. Established Titles is a fun way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland whilst helping global reforestation efforts. It's a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in modern English. You can purchase a title pack which will give you at least 1 square foot of land on a private estate in Scotland. And you can even get a cool certificate to show off just how cool you are. What? They plant a tree with every order and work with global charities called One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. It's a great last minute gift, and the first 200 people to purchase a title pack will effectively be next to my plot, so we can be neighbours. Who wouldn't want that? You can hear me playing guitar and screaming whilst you're trying to sleep. They're running a sale right now, so use code Elliot Coll and go to establishedtitles.com/Elliot Coll to get started. I'm a guy who likes the simple things, like a little watch on my wrist. And I told myself I wouldn't buy any more, but my friend Ruben, who is just off to the side, off camera, but he is here. Say hello, Ruben.
Hello.
He's recently been buying himself the odd little vintage watch here and there, and he's fully responsible for the contents of this package. I like Seikos. I wear a lot of Seikos. I had a few of them, but I only have this Seiko now, which is one that I've also bought from Sendico. And the contents of this box, if I can ever get into it, is a Grand Seiko. Now, Grand Seikos are Seiko's most prestigious line of watch. It's kind of actually a different Seiko entirely to just the regular Seiko. Grand Seiko was a brand that was created. Look at that. Grand Seiko was a brand that was created to try and get Seiko into a slightly more sort of upper class league of watches, and they actually from the Grand Seiko line were able to get a chronometer certification. So the contents of this package is pretty much the cheapest Grand Seiko you can buy. But without any further ado, let's open it. I am so excited. I don't really often make videos about watches. I think because I associate watches with being a bit of a flex. I think most people do. And I don't really want to make videos showcasing anything other than just passion. But I feel like in order to buy a Grand Seiko, you have to have a passion for watches and horology in general. So I'm hoping people will watch this with appreciation rather than interpreting it in any other way. Oh boy. Okay, there is 4 things. What is this? Because I just don't remember what I bought. So this, okay, I don't even know where to start. I'm so excited. Right, let's start with this. This right here is a Grand Seiko bracelet. A strap. It's actually an official Grand Seiko product. And these are incredibly expensive to buy in the UK. I wanted this specific one. It was made for a different Grand Seiko entirely, but I saw the colour of it and I thought that is absolutely stunning. It's this sort of khaki. How would you describe that colour?
Grey.
Grey?
Like a bluey grey, green.
Is it not green? It's kind of green to me. I'm hoping that it's going to come across on camera. And you can see there on the back, it actually says Grand Seiko, which is just amazing. And then this is the other piece. And I've also got, which is actually in my office, I'm going to have to run off and get that, the actual buckle, a small little buckle. And it's a Grand Seiko branded buckle, but it is unofficial. So I'll have to replace that at some point. But yeah, there we go. That is the strap that I'm going to be putting on this watch. Absolutely lovely. I paid £50 for it. It came from Sendico, as did everything in this parcel. But on eBay, they're well over £100. So I'm really glad to have picked it up for a slightly more reasonable price. Although £50 for this is still a lot of money. Okay, now I do remember what this is actually. This is a replacement crystal, a replacement plexiglass for the specific watch that I have bought. In case the one that I have is really scratched up. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to just get any small scratches out with a bit of polywatch. So there's 2 things we've opened so far. And next, this thing. So this is what's called an exhibition caseback. And I don't actually know if this is the right one for my watch. Although annoyingly, one has just come up for sale on Sendico that is actually specifically listed for my watch. So I bought this. There's a good chance it's not going to fit. So I'm fully prepared for that. And people might be saying, why are you putting an unofficial case back on a watch? You will see why in just a second. But this is an exhibition case back. It's a small watch back, which has a piece of glass in the middle so that you can see the movement, which is really nice because watches have beautiful movements inside. And this Grand Seiko is from 1960, and that's just quite a cool thing. And then here is the watch itself. And as I flip it over, you can see the back is completely smooth and shiny, and it should look like this. So you can see it's got the wrong back on it. So it's got the wrong back on it already. Watch lovers and enthusiasts, leave me alone. If I put a case back on it, which allows me to see the inside, don't judge me. Here it is. The Grand Seiko. It weighs so much. That is honestly stunning. And there was no picture of the side with the crown, and upon closer inspection it says GS for Grand Seiko, which is just beautiful. And that crystal is in really good condition. A small amount of polywatch is going to clean that up very nicely. The whole watch itself is in really good condition. Let's have a quick look at what that's going to look like on there. Okay, a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I'm going to have to also get some watch, what are they called? Pins. In fact, this doesn't even look like it's going to fit. I was told that it was 20 millimeters, but that looks like it's ever so slightly bigger. I mean, it is a fabric strap, so it will fit, but that's ever so slightly too big. But it's okay, because if I don't use it on that, I'll use it on this, and that is also a massive vibe. Okay, let's see if this thing works, because that's the other problem. I can see it is actually ticking away. I can see it's ticking away there, which is good. Let's wind a little bit into this and see if we can get it going properly. It's winding perfectly. Okay, it is ticking. It is ticking away. Let me set the time. So this is a manual wind watch. It's not automatic. It's also got, either it's broken or it's got hacking. I'm not sure. I'd be surprised if it has hacking. No, it does actually have hacking. That is unbelievable for a watch of 1960. That is incredible. Okay, and let's see if we can set the date as well. No, that's the time. Oh, there's a good chance it doesn't have a quick date set. In which case, that's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to go through a lot of days. Let's not do that now. I can feel from the turning of the crown that it is definitely going to require a service. It's a little bit crunchy, but that could also be that it's not been used a great deal and it is just very old and all the oils have gunked up, which still means it needs a service, but at least hopefully the condition's not that bad. Okay, let's see if we can unscrew this case back. Here we go. Let's have a little look inside. Okay, this aftermarket case back is shocking. Okay, it's off. There's the movement. So you can see the balance wheel ticking away. Let me zoom this in a little bit. So that's absolutely beautiful. And you can see it even says Grand Seiko on that bridge plate. How stunning is that? Oh my goodness me. Now, that seal looks to be in really good condition, but that could be slightly deceiving. If I try and take it out, I'm sure it'll crumble. But I have actually got a bag of mixed seals over there, which I might put in later on. But let's see if this fits. And if not, at least I'm going to be able to order that other one now, because there's one up for sale that is claiming to be specifically for this watch. But let's have a little look and see. Well, that's a bit too beautiful. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Is that not stunning? Look at that. Oh my days. I had no idea that was going to be that gorgeous. That has really thrown me off. And it is still ticking. So this is actually the Grand Seiko 43999. I've not even mentioned that yet. And this is the AD version, which is the applied dial, which means that the indices and the hands are all made out of steel. So they're all steel, I believe. And then the SD, which is some other word, and I'm not really that much of an expert on this, is a white gold. So this one is the slightly less expensive of the two. But if you have a little bit of a research online, you'll still see that they're quite expensive. But I paid what I would consider to be a very reasonable price for this. It was a few £100. I won it. It was well, it wasn't actually an auction, although there was an auction available. I just did the buy it now price. But it was sold as for spares or repairs, because they were doing some inventory clean out and must have just been in an old watch shop lying around, and they didn't really know what they had. But if you had a look at the prices of these to buy, they come in at around about $1,500 or so. So just about £1,000, £1,200. So I'm really, really grateful to have got it for a decent price, especially considering it's working. But my God, is that case back horrible. It's just so like cheap looking, isn't it? So much nicer with that glass back. Let's see if this is going to make it come up any nicer. Even though it would be beneficial to put the new lens on. Oh, that has done some wonders. That has done absolute wonders. Look at that. I'm not even sure it's possible to really portray through that camera just how beautiful that is. Oh, well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my new watch. I think this strap might be ever so slightly the wrong size, but it is fabric, so it quite comfortably does sit there. But there we have it. I think that might just be the most beautiful watch ever. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.